Hey Dust Devils, it's Mrs. G coming at you from my backyard. It's great to see everyone. I hope you're doing well and staying safe and healthy. I am healthy and staying at home. I have a story for you this week that is perfect because this week there's a great excuse to get outdoors at night, staying socially distant, and enjoy the annual Lyrid meteor showers that are peaking in the sky this week. They're like shooting stars. So I found a perfect book for that. And it's called How Many Stars in the Sky? So get outside with your parents. And when it's really late and dark, they say the best time to see the shooting stars will be around midnight. So it's going to be a late one. However, make sure that you're up and ready to go to school for your Zoom school. And I hope you're enjoying that. In any case, so this is called How Many Stars in the Sky, written by Lenny Hort. How many stars in the sky? How many stars in the sky? Mama was away that night and I couldn't sleep. Mama knows all about the sun and stars, but she was away and I didn't want to wake Daddy. So I stared out the window, asking myself, how many stars in the sky? I could count so many just from my room. I leaned out the window and I could count even more. That was just gazing over the backyard. How many stars in the sky? I went outside with a pad and paper. I started to count. I filled up one whole page of the pad. But there were lots of stars hidden behind the trees. The house blocked out even more. The street lamp was so bright I couldn't see stars anywhere near it. How many stars in the sky? I climbed high up into my treehouse. I started at the Big Dipper and counted in a great circle all around the sky. I filled up page after page of the pad. But when I got back to the Dipper, it wasn't where I remembered it. I must have been out so long that the stars had moved. Old ones had set, new ones had risen. How many stars in the sky? I climbed down from the treehouse, and there was Daddy. I couldn't sleep, I said. Oh, I can't sleep either, he said. Your mama won't be back until tomorrow. I told him how I wanted to count all the stars in the sky. If your mama was here, Daddy said, I bet she'd know. Maybe you and I can find some place where it'd be easier to count them. My dog hopped in the truck with us and we drove into town. The streets were quiet, but lots of street lights were burning. We could see the bright city skyline in the distance. Daddy and I counted 25 or 26 stars. He said he thought one of them was the planet Jupiter. This isn't a good place to see stars, I said. It's not a bad place to count them, though, he said. But it's still too hard. Let's go where it'll be really easy. We drove into the city. The big clock by the tunnel said 2:45, but neither one of us felt like sleeping. They were on an adventure together. We parked by Mama's office. There was a department store with brightly brightly lit displays in every window. There were street lamps on every corner. There were dazzling neon signs. Headlights flashed from the steady stream of cars. Powerful searchlights beamed from the roofs of the skyscrapers. And I couldn't see any stars at all. I counted exactly one, said Daddy. No, wait, he said. It's an airplane. Maybe the stars just don't want to be counted, I said. We drove back through the tunnel. I was tired, and I thought we were going home. But instead, Daddy drove us deep into the country. You can see the moon through the dashboard, through the windshield as they drive. There weren't any cars. There weren't any streetlights. There weren't any houses. Even the moon had set, and I knew we could never count all the stars. No matter where I looked, new ones appeared every time I blinked my eyes. Daddy pointed up above and showed me the Milky Way. The stars were so thick I couldn't tell one from another. We were much too tired to drive anymore, so we slept underneath the stars that night. Much like many of you that may have slept out for the Daddy's camp out that was last weekend. I hope you had fun with that. It was daylight when we woke. Daddy said, "Daddy," I said, "are those stars always out there, even when we can't see them, right?" "Of course they are," he said. "Can we try to count them again sometime?" I asked. "Any night you feel like it," I said. "You and me and Mama can all go out together." I could hardly wait to see Mama and tell her about it. In a little while, we'd all be back home. But now, I was glad just to be standing there with Daddy, basking in the warmth of the one star we could see. And that was the sun. There it is, coming up in the morning. That's our story today. How many stars in the sky? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get a chance to get outside at night and look for the meteor showers that are happening. Enjoy yourselves. Be good, you guys. Take care of each other. And I look forward to reading another story to you from my backyard next week. Take care. Bye.